I'm Eneily Rodriguez, and guess what? I'm next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. 𝐤𝐨𝐬 go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask 𝐵 Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation, welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. And today, Kevin, I gotta send a shout out. H-Town, stand up. We got one of your finest in the building. We traveled down 45 and we got CEO, entrepreneur, and everything on the court. We got Eneily. Did I say it correctly?
Eneily, but you're good. I love it.
No, we're gonna get that thing right today. Eneily Rodriguez, welcome to the show. How you feeling today, little sis?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, really blessed and highly favored.
All right, so that I don't butcher that for the next 30 minutes, what's your nickname?
Nelly.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
I want to call you Houston, Texas Nelly anyway. Underlay mama, 𝐸𝐸. Uh-oh. All right, well, check this out. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones in Louisiana, with Mr. Yeet himself, rocking alongside of my co-host, my brother from another mother, the head coach, KT. How you doing?
Man, B. Jones, it's getting hot in here, man. But, I ain't going to take all my clothes off for this episode. Man.
Hey, Kevin, let's start the Midwest swing here in a second. All kind of Nelly references. Check this out. We're going to jump to Houston, Texas, Nelly's story in just 1 second. Before we do that, we got to ask a small favor out of all my folks from H-Town. I know y'all don't get along with the folks in the DFW very much, but we want it to be different. We want to show y'all some love. We like the Astros. We like the Texans. We it ain't all that. It ain't all that disagreement. But on the count of 3, Houston, Texas, we need y'all to show some love to this channel, show some love, show some support, because we know you could have been anywhere. We thank you so much for checking us out. But in Sports Life Talk tradition, let's smash that subscribe button. Nelly, you ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir. Let's
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, listen, if you did smash that subscribe button, thank you again. Welcome to the family. At Sports Life Talk, we don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family members. So now you plugged in with us. There's an archive of over 150 episodes of You Got Next from actors, content creators, hoopers, coaches, Olympians. This thing is nuts. 2022 has been a blessing. So come to get locked in with us. But hey, today we got a sensational one for you, so sit back, relax. We're about to tell you an amazing story of a young lady who is climbing and rising in more ways that we can even mention. I don't even know if 30 minutes is going to do this episode, Justin. But Houston, Texas, Nelly, you ready to rock and roll for the Sports Life Talk initiation?
Let's get it.
All right, let's go, KT.
All right, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
All right, so I know I might get some hate for this, but my number one, I'm sorry, it's our generation's big time thing. Gotta go with Drake. There's no Drake song that you can just be like, oh, it sucks. Like it's catchy. It's annoying, but it's catchy. So I like Drake. I have to do my boy Lil Baby. That man, that's like my got-to pregame in my pregame list. So Drake, Lil Baby, Lil Durk. I do like Moneybagg Yo. I like his little, his approach.
I think I got time today.
Ain't got time today. And then, I gotta show love to the women, H-Town finest, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, I didn't even know she was from H-Town.
Yeah, she's from there. I thought you were going to say Beyonce. I thought that's H-Town's finest.
No, I love Beyonce. You remember, Beyonce, she's a queen. But for me, when I see a student that goes to school and doing what I'm doing, it's inspiring, because I'm like, if she can do it and she's a big time artist, why can't I do what I want to do?
I thought she was finna say Fat Pat. Dripping on
Yes, sir.
Hey, what about UGK? UGK representing Houston? Come on, man.
I love
Houston
it.
got some music. Houston got some bangers coming out of that, Kevin. The more and more I think about it.
Yeah, you know, Houston.
Lil Flip. Paul Wall.
Okay, B. Jones, you gonna name every Houston artist, man? We gotta move on. All right, so who are some of your favorite sports teams?
Okay, obviously, you know, I'm a diehard Houston fan, so I love my Houston Rockets. Are we sticking with basketball, or are we just going just?
Hey, it's whatever.
No,
It's
yeah,
whatever.
this is your show.
Got you. So I love the Houston Rockets. I got to show love to my 3H lineup: Rockets, Astros, and Texans. I met multiple players through all the teams through my time here on Earth. So I love it because, you know, being able to interact with professional players is a different thing than just watching them, you know. And then I know RIP, you know, Kobe Bryant, the Lakers is a legendary team. And the last one, I'm a big LaMelo Ball fan, so the Hornets. So
Yeah, LaMelo is the truth, and you can't.
Yeah, I'm a big Melo fan too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero is actually Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man because I kind of grew up watching all the, you know, from the cartoons to the actual movies, and honestly, I just love the storyline, the plot line, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Like, who can imagine just going pew, and you're on a building? That's just so live to me. I love it.
Right?
No doubt. All right, since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Gotta go with the super dribbling Kodak. Gotta be.
Oh,
Kodak Black.
look, sis, Nelly was doing so good. Oh,
Listen, the thing is, my freshman year, I was in Florida, and that year, I want to say 17 to 18, that was like Kodak Black's year. So like, if you're in Florida, man, you'll go down the highway, go down South Beach, Main Street, everything. You literally hear Kodak play everywhere. That was when it was prime moment before you went to jail and all that stuff.
yeah. I gotta give Kodak a little love. Kodak, he doing his thing, regardless of.
Yeah.
You know, he doing his thing, so I got to show Kodak some love on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try my best to fall asleep on that strip, have to listen to that all the time. All right, now, I think it's safe to say that you are in our family. So, B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, man.
Nelly, welcome to the family. We are so excited to have you on here because you know what's crazy is like we get so many of these athletes that's just going, you know, they still in college. Like y'all got a lot going on. You're trying to go to school. You're trying to do your thing on the court, off season, keep your body right. But you got your hand in a lot of stuff. But let's back this thing up to the beginning.
Yeah.
And let's start from the beginning. Now, you from H-Town, born and raised?
Yeah, so I'm from H-Town, born and raised. I actually, like, we lived in Fresno on a ranch. So, like, you know, obviously, but, like, I was born in H-Town, grew up in Fresno, but you know how it is. You're going in and out the city, so.
Okay, all right. So now, when did you fall in love with basketball?
I specifically fell in love with basketball, and I remember this day. I was in 3rd grade, and my mom kind of just wanted me to go into something, you know, because she was very supportive since, like, day one. Like, any sport I wanted to try, she always let me, because since a young age, I was just very athletic. I met my godfather at 7 years old, and that's the guy that kind of took me under his wing. And I remember, like, just the whole notion of, like, shooting the ball, you know, like, the swish, like, that just kind of just made me love it more, because at one point, whenever you're shooting and then a legendary like Tracy Mcgrady's coming in to go do some therapy, and he comes in and, like, I didn't even know who he was at the moment. 7 years old, I'm not really watching TV like that, like sports-wise, you know, I'm watching cartoons. So
yeah.
Whenever I remember this specific drill he told me, he was like, we're going one-on-one, and we were going like scoring, but he did a 3 dribble limit. So, and now I realize how important that was, because obviously, you know, middle school, you really don't need to be that specific. If you're athletic and you stand out, you'll stand out. But now in college, that one rule I met at 7 years old, it makes so much sense now, because at the end of the day, when you go to college, if you're not that girl, you better, when you go on the court, you better produce. Because if not, you're going to be right back on that pine. That's just what
you got to get buckets. Yeah, you got to figure out a way to get buckets.
Yeah, so meeting Tracy Mcgrady at a very young age, honestly, like, it started my love, because the gym that I was at, my mom did insurance verification at, and I met all these athletes. And in my head, you're young, you're naive, you're not really understanding what's going on. But essentially, I'm meeting all these people that don't work. Like, they work, don't for somebody else. They work for themselves. They have their own career. And, like, seeing that was so beautiful. Like, literally, like, you fall in love with a game that you love, and then now you're getting paid to do it. And you know when that comes, you get the endorsements, you get the sponsorships. And it just, I don't know, for me, like, when I started, like, realizing, like, damn, my mom goes to work 9 to 5. I know she's not necessarily happy, but she's happy she can provide for our family, you know? But when I saw other people and other avenues, because I feel like a lot of people settle just to be okay, be normal. And I feel like being a professional athlete, that's far-fetched from normal. That's like a complete different breed. So just being around that environment with multiple professional athletes, even my godfather, it just made me fall in love with basketball more and more, because I saw all these people that I look up to essentially doing what they love. And I never wanted myself to wake up and like hate my life. I wanted to wake up and be like, whoo, let's get it. So really at 7 years old, when I was introduced to many professional athletes at a very young age, it just inspired me. And I had even the NFL linemen, I had them out there hooping with me. I'm like, come on, let's hoop. Let's hoop. Every NFL guy, they at some point in their life, they were wanting to be a hooper, So honestly, just being around a lot of professional athletes, and essentially like I had a lot of alone time on the court. I love empty gyms and just falling in love with the process. And it's just, I'm the type of person that loves to set goals and knock them down. And basketball is one of those things that I could have used to knock a lot of goals down. And what I'm doing now, like I'm using basketball for different types of avenues. So basketball really means the world to me. And it just opened a lot of doors for me.
Man, that's dope. Now, who is your godfather? Got you plugged in with all these NFLers and NBAers. Who is you kicking it with that got you all this access?
Okay, so his name is Champ Glory. And just the name alone, you already know he's official. That's like
absolutely. You can't walk around. Yeah. People ain't going to call you champ unless you the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually played football at 𝐥𝐤𝐬, and then he played in arena football, and then recently I think he played like 2 years in like a semi-pro, just because he wanted to just play. Because you look at him, just by just looking at him, he's legit. He's 6'4", built, everything. And honestly, with his career, when I met him, basically, he introduced me to all these people because everybody was wondering, who is this chick next to you? Like, little kid working out with you all the time. And,
right.
And like, I don't know, like him, like I was so blessed because he didn't really have to. He did it. He took his kindness of his own heart, introduced me to all these things, because I essentially told him, like at age 7, I was like, I know it's wild for a 7-year-old, but I knew what I wanted to do. And like he told me, bet I'll put you in position. So everyone knows how it works. It doesn't matter what you know, it's who you know. So he blessed me to meet all these different types of professionals. And I mean all types. I'm talking NFL, NBA, CFL. I'm talking the Lopez family, the Taekwondo family. They went to the Olympics. Like I met all these people, and it's just thanks to him. But he just really like poured into me in my life. And honestly, I own my life, because without him, I wouldn't be who I am right now.
Well, I'm glad to say we know you, because now we plugged in. Man, I wish we could talk about you coming up so much more, but we got a short time we get with you. But we got so much to unpack here, so it's absolutely crazy. Y'all go follow her, Houston, Texas, Eneily 33, or H Texas, Eneily 33. So check this out. Off the court, you doing it for real. Like, once we saw kind of the resume and what you've been putting together, we said we got to get on the show. Like, what are we doing, Kevin? Why did we start this show if not to tell the story of Eneily Rodriguez and what you out there doing? So you took entrepreneurship seriously. Now, first and foremost, tell us about this at the age of what? What are you, 19? What are you, 20? 22, yeah. And you are already the CEO of FACE, which is an organization. Tell us a little bit about you and your athletes and what y'all doing over there at FACE.
Okay, so FACE was really something, and I started off at 12 because obviously I introduced to the sports world at 7, right? And there's no secret, you know what I'm saying? Like, women don't get paid the same, and we don't get the same respect. That's just the bottom line, right?
Bottom line, facts.
So FACE kind of got invented because I just kind of knew if I just stayed focused, I'm going to be able to put myself in position into a certain platform that I can use it for good. And at age 12, that's where it originally was developed. I have a whole notebook full of all of my designs and everything. I haven't dropped nothing yet just because, being a college student is difficult. But basically, FACE stands for Female Athletics Christian Empowerment. I'm a female athlete, and I'm a proud Christian. Ask anyone you know, I'm not scared to talk about God. I'm just not.
Can't be.
So basically with FACE, so I essentially just used that because I wanted to put myself in a position to be able to market, because I'm a business marketing major. And I know the reason why I switched to marketing major, because the world we live in now, if you don't have knowledge of social media, you're light years behind, because like now how it's picking up. And I learned that from a quick age, because I was like, you know what? for me is if I do what I have to do and what I did, I told Mom, you don't worry about college. I'm graduating in the fall, you know? So now is the next step because everyone knows, okay, you're done with basketball. What's next, right? So I told myself, I was like, look, obviously from age 7, I wanted to go professional basketball. That's what I wanted to do. But obviously you need plan A, plan B, plan C.
Yeah.
I'm not saying FACE was plan B, but it's just one of those things I was like, if I'm gonna use my, you know, my opportunities right, FACE is a huge opportunity because it has such a good meaning behind it. All athletes that support my clothing brand are of course women because it's for females, but males who have wives, males who have sisters in the sports world, brothers who have sisters in the sports world. So essentially, if you rock FACE, you're just showing your support towards our cause. And it's like an ongoing cause. Like you see now head coaches and assistant coaches, women in the NBA, in the NFL. And that makes my heart so, like it smells so much because 4 years ago, that's unheard of.
You can't fathom it.
You don't see it. But essentially, if you think about it, what's the difference between a woman and a male? If they both have the same experience, they know the same thing, you know, if even more. So for me, it's just an ongoing thing. I honestly, my athletes, Rook, her name is Maya Crump. She's a 6'1" guard out of Jackson State University. She actually is the face of FACE and Eneily Pilar. I did that strategically because I've been knowing this girl since middle school. She's been that girl in Houston.
Yeah.
And why not put someone like that in the face? And I 100% trust this girl. Like when I tell you, I speak very positively, right? There's moments where she'll hit me with Nelly, XYZ, I'm going through some stuff, right? And I took it upon my own self to really like pour into her just how my godfather poured into me, because at the end of the day, she's an athletic freak. That girl there, she's going to be a huge name for women's sports, and I'm calling it right now. She's going to be the first pick. I'm telling you, she's legit. So with her, I put my whole trust into her because I believe in her story. I believe in her career, and realistically, she's one of the first athletes I'm really taking under my wing and helping her out. And I think this year alone, I got her 2 sponsored athletes for 2 clothing brands. She's gonna get some of my gear soon. I've been kind of backdrop school and stuff, but essentially me and my athletes were just part of a movement that we're trying to make sure that women's sports gets the respect and the payment that they deserve.
All right, so let's talk about Eneily Pilar. I probably butchered it again. I'm sorry, but I know you're dabbling into the sports agency world. Tell us a little bit about that sports agent, because I know you were sending us. You were like, hey, Sports Life Talk. After y'all finished with me, like y'all need to look at these people too. And it was soccer. It was all over across the board. I was kind of like, if this the lineup we got coming, Kevin, good job, KT. We're about to get plugged in with. I'm telling y'all, Sports Life Talk Nation, buckle up now, because what we got coming on deck is about to be pure madness. It's about to be crazy. But tell us a little bit about your sports agency and who are you rocking with? Okay, so everyone knows me by Nelly. It's just people never knew how to say my name, but my real name is actually Eneily Rodriguez. And Eneily, it's very to my soul because Eneily essentially is a breakup of my grandma's name and my mom's name from my Cuban side. I'm part Cuban. So it's Eneida and Elidia. Together is Eneily Pilar. So just how y'all say that, Sports Life Talk is a family, I consider my agency a family, because essentially we're just all like-minded individuals that want to show the world our magic, right? And we have a very creative, cultivating environment that when you put too many good people together, guess what? Iron sharpens iron. So Eneily Pilar, essentially, I like to say it, I'll be like, welcome to the family, because seriously, Eneily Pilar, that's my name. So whenever I have people underneath me and I'm helping them, because I not only do athletes, I do artists, I do producers, I do engineers. So essentially, one of my artists, Wisdom right now, he's actually close to my heart because he's also a student athlete. So I'm CEO student athlete, he's artist student athlete. And it's just lovely to see that, because when I see him, I see me. Seriously, I love, everyone knows this. You don't want somebody that needs help but doesn't want it. You know what I'm saying? He's a proactive artist. I love him dear to my heart. Wisdom,
he essentially has a potential to be one of the biggest artists in this world. He has the charisma, he has the look, and his music, Afrobeat. I don't know if you're into Afrobeats, but hey, I'm a huge dancer, so Afrobeat.
Yeah, I was gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
It's a good feeling. So my other artist, Cashflow, he's actually out of New York. He's the more rapper, he's the more storyteller. And Cashflow, it's so funny because remember I told you how big social media is. I met Cashflow and his manager through TikTok. I kid you not, through TikTok. And I saw his first song called Batman. And from there, he was like, I don't know, I know we just met, but I need you on my team. And I was like, well, shoot, I got an agency. And this was before I put anything out. He was like, no hesitation, boom. And that's how Eneily Polar Agency happened, seriously. And for me, obviously, people like see me doing, CEO of a clothing brand, CEO of a sports and entertainment agency, but I still have my own career. I'm playing professional basketball. This summer, I've been blessed. I met this young lady, not young, she's older than me, but she's my big sis. Her name is Jordan. And she played D1, and then she's right now currently assistant coach at Pasadena Community College. And she's the one that really got me into this summer where I'm getting myself into. So, California, they have all these leagues and they have all this upper level leagues over there. And a lot of girls that play over there, they get filmed from there and actually start getting contracts overseas. So that's it's a big time thing. So this summer, I'm actually playing in the Women's Drew League with my friend Jordan, part of her team. So that's gonna be huge. Yeah, that's gonna be very huge for me. And essentially, I hate to say this, but my agency really came off as hobbies. I love music, I love sports, and I wanted to be able to put myself in position to be able to be part of the music and sports world for the remainder of my life. And that's how the agency really got developed.
That's super dope. That's super dope. And you're big on branding, as we can see in the picture below. You got the Voltage on your head. Tell us a little bit about Voltage Athlete. I thought that was pretty cool. And okay, I saw the photo shoot. The photo shoot was fire. I enjoyed just checking out the photo shoot. Did you come up with that idea with the car and all that stuff?
Actually, yeah. So every photo shoot and any video, I'm actually going to drop a video promo shoot for this other thing. But anything, I'm the background, I'm the brains. I really wasn't even supposed to be in the photo shoot actually that day. It was a last minute thing because I had a model set for her. Something happened and I was like, you know what? I got to think quick because I was freaking out. I'm like, what the heck? How is she not coming? I have everything here and she's not here. So basically, I'm a model as well. Hint, hint. I have my own agency. I signed myself. So that's just what it is. Because I got contacted by 10 agencies. Of course, they see somebody doing good on social media, they want a part of the team, right?
Right.
But I'm seeing these contracts, I'm seeing these different numbers, and I'm like, why would it made no sense to me. As a business savvy person, why would I essentially invest time and money to another person's pocket when I could just make my own thing? And my agency, that's how it is, because I love to say it, I call my own shots. I essentially do what I want. And for me is that photo shoot, honestly, it happened last minute, but everything always says the unexpected things are the best things, So that photo shoot, I had the minds behind it. I actually have a lot more photos to drop soon. I just got to space it out. We learned that too. Yeah, we learned that too. Can't give it all to them at once. You can. You got to feel them in. You got to play your cards right. But yeah, essentially, my agency, I just had lost a brain thought. Wait, what's your question again? I'm so sorry.
No, about Voltage. So you were telling us what is Voltage? Yeah.
So Voltage. So I actually met this guy I met. His name is Anwar, and that's his company. And essentially, he's trying to blow his company up, and he sees what I'm doing. So one day we just talked, and I was like, "Hey, what do you do for your marketing for your company?" I straight up asked him, and he was just like, "Honestly, no, I'm not into social media like that. I really don't know what to do." And I was like, "You know what? Work with me and let's go from there." And what I'm doing for his company, he was forever grateful towards me because he literally said, without you, I don't think I'll be able to market all this stuff like that. And even within I told him, I was like, once you're ready to really take this thing off, we can get our creatives into this stuff and really just, because I told him once I drop my website for my clothing brand, he's gonna be on my website as well. So every brand that I'm a sponsored athlete for, their stuff is going to be marketed on my website too, because like I always like to say, if I elevate, all I want is for my small circle to elevate.
Just the rising tide lifts all boats.
And with them, like I told them, I'm like, I hope you know, like, I believe in the Lord, and he sees all the work I've been putting in. And one thing about God is, if he sees you putting the work in and your heart's really into it, God's going to bless you abundantly. And
won't he do it? We need that, because we, Kevin, we working hard.
Seriously. So basically with Voltage, I just found an opportunity to, you know, continue my modeling and build my modeling stuff, and at the same time helping other people. And so from a very young age, keep it a buck with you, I've been a huge helper. I was the teacher's pet in elementary school, middle school, stuff like that. I would just always have that personality. I guess you could say a people pleaser. I just like to make people happy. I like to make people's lives easier. And if I can do it and it doesn't hurt me, I do it out the goodness of my heart.
All right,
I absolutely love it.
Yeah. So speaking of, you know, making people happy. So this is the part of the show where I'm going to get in your business, okay, Nelly?
Let's get it.
All right. So you've seen the movie Love and Basketball, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for Sports Life Talk, you are our version of Monica Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Is there someone in your life currently that played you for your heart and won?
Played me for my heart. You know, I could do the cliche answer, I fell in love with basketball, but nah. Honestly, I make not you over here making me blush thinking about somebody, huh? But no, for me personally, and no, this is not a fan favorite answer, but I'm focused. Trust me, there's a lot of people that definitely show interest towards me, but in my head is right now, I got so many things lined up for me, and I know surely if there is somebody that wants to pour into my life, they have to line up with my life, right? Because anybody that you date, essentially, that people don't realize, it's a distraction. You have to be focused. You have to be focused, because at the end of the day, everybody wants to find their person, right? But how do you not know that you're not your person's person? You haven't built yourself to be your person's person.
That's right.
For me is, I want to truly fall in love with myself and truly do everything I want, because I feel like through experience and through what I do in my life and my career, the right person's gonna come along. So right now, being real with you, I'm focused.
22 years old and got all that figured out, KT.
No doubt. Well, B. Jones, it's that time, man.
Well, all right, Nelly, it's that part of the show. Welcome to the championship rounds. All the guests get excited about this one, so we hope you buckled up and ready to rock and roll. This is the part of the show where you are now officially calling all the shots. Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Kevin and I will both present an option to you. Select one of those options. That host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And Kevin and I told you we work hard. You are officially, I think this will be the 45th game of championship rounds that's played in the 46th game. So Kevin has won 23. I've won 22. It's a tight competition, and it hadn't always been tight, Nelly. I'm gonna tell you, Kevin had got off to like a 19 to like 10 or 19 to 12 or something like that, and I had to eat up a lot of ground.
Since you saying it like that, it was 19 to 13. Stop playing.
The guests have been amazing during this time span, and I have managed to fight my way back into this battle. But Kevin is the season 1 champion, and he's also carrying the belt. It's somewhere over there clowning around in his office. He's probably waiting to display it all beautifully if he wins, but we ain't gonna let that happen today. All right, Nelly, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Kevin, you the champ, man. Let's kick it off.
All right. Would you rather become a world-class model rocking the runways, sporting Gucci, Prada, and Fenty, or
be the entrepreneur that we all see you are, CEO, and become the face of an up-and-coming clothing brand and become a top 10 influencer for new fashion artists?
Me personally, I always like to beat the backdrop. So I'll definitely pick the second option, just because I feel like that's going to satisfy my entrepreneur life how it is. Because
I already knew when we were reading this one that I lost that one. So
it's because for me personally, yes. Essentially, firsthand, I'm like, I'm gonna go with him, right? But I know the power of social media and influence. Once you're up there, Prada and all this stuff, now they're coming to you begging, hey, please wear this, please do this, I'll pay you. Like, I already know the power of it, so I'm gonna use the entrepreneurial side for sure.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. Now I'm a big time sneakerhead, Nelly. So this question is near and dear to my heart. So I hope you go one way, but I understand either way. But you doing big things. You're an entrepreneur. You got a name and a brand in the city. So would you rather have an award named after you, right? The Eneily Rodriguez Award given to somebody out there doing big things like yourself, or
just remember, you are a hooper, so you better pick this one. Would you rather have a shoe named after you and Nike is the one that comes to you with it? Get those Air Nellies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning towards the shoe. I'm leaning towards the shoe.
Yeah, he can have that one. I'm a sneakerhead too, Nelly. I got that one.
So you understand? Hey, I still got love for you. I still got love for you.
Nah, I love you back. All right, here we go. Round number 3 for all the marbles. You didn't do yourself no favor, because now it's coming down to one last question.
Oh Lord, I don't like this.
All right, KT.
Just go back to your playing days. So, would you rather take the game-winning shot or
make a defensive play and throwing a game-winning assist to a teammate that knocks it down for clutch? So you make this heroic play when you steal the ball, you catch a player, you catch a teammate, throw it to them, and they knock down the shot. Or
you like Kobe, so I mean, I know you got like Kobe, so ISO is you one-on-one, the best defender in the world, and you cook them for the game-winning shot.
Or you could be the team's heartbeat.
I feel like my prize obviously going to the most obvious answer, but I'm gonna explain this answer. So
all right, here we go.
I personally have always been the player that does the dirty work in the game, and it feels great. It really does. I'm the one getting after the rebounds. I'm the one throwing my body on the floor, putting my line on the body, putting my body on the line. And not gonna lie, I've always wanted to feel the game-winning shot, buzzer beater or whatever. I think I'm gonna go with like the Kobe Bryant moment, because I feel like I've been settling. Being a hard worker, but I want the shiny moment sometimes.
You deserve that moment, Nelly. You've been working hard. That was your moment.
Because I saw your package. I saw what you do for a team. You are the heartbeat. I just knew that was mine. You be like, hey, I'm gonna play my role. I'm gonna get this stop. I crafted that intentionally because I knew you was gonna take that steal, that rock, and pass that off, and you went the other way on me. Oh my gosh, I'm heartbroken.
I'm used to that love, but I'm not gonna lie. When I see big names like your LeBron James, your Kobe Bryant, your Ray Allen, the Miami Heat 3 he hit in the corner.
The best shot ever in the finals, B. Jones. How can you turn that down?
Woo, I'm sorry. That literally, when I was watching the game, I thought it was over. And when you're like accept the defeat and then he pulls some stuff like that, wow.
And Nelly, he didn't even look down. He just stepped back and shot that 3, just like you just did. Just like you just did on this show.
Literally. Because the thing is, me personally, I've always been very humble. I'm gonna keep it about with you. Basketball kind of opened a lot for me. Essentially, like a lot of people don't really know this about me, but all I got here is my mom, my dad, and my siblings, right? I can't go to my aunt's house or my uncle's house like all my friends do. All my family's in Mexico and Cuba. So for me, it's just like I've been very much, I hate to say this, but I feel like I've been keeping it very humble because I feel like that's the way you should do. Yeah. But I know I've been working in and out, gym and stuff like that. And I've been building myself up to be able to have those moments, because those moments just don't happen. You have to work. I tell people all the time, like, life is hard. There's no handouts out here. There's not. So for me, I feel like the past year I kind of transformed my body, and this summer for the women's league, and then God's gonna take care of me, and once I sign my first pro contract for overseas, I feel like I'm gonna be ready for those big moments. So I'm ready. I
tell you what, Nelly, you broke it down, so you deserve to take that last second shot. I'm gonna remain professional, Sports Life Talk Nation, and I'm gonna finish this show out, even though I'm very upset. I'm burning up in the inside right now because that was mine for the while. I mean, that was a lot of work put into that question, a lot of research. Nah, it's all good, Nelly. I'm just giving you a hard time, Kevin. He's got my belt on loaner. Okay, it'll be here soon. Okay, we just when I look back, you won't be one of the 50 or 60 games that I won that I'll be able to give you a credit for. So no, all right, Nelly. We all know you big shot Rod, right? You're doing big things and you accomplishing big dreams. So tell us, the title of the show is You Got Next. So tell us what is next for Eneily Rodriguez.
What's next for me? Essentially, I already kind of mentioned early in the show that I'm gonna be living in California this summer. It's strictly, I know people are like, oh, you're living in California. I'm like, yeah, but I have responsibilities and priorities over there. So I'm going to be playing the Women's Basketball League, using that platform to push out on marketing, and at the same time, I'm going to start pushing my agency and my clothing brand at the same time. So this year is really, the title is the year of growth. And for me is, I'm graduating from University of St. Thomas in the fall with my business marketing degree. And I promised my mom, because essentially I'm first generation. So this degree, yes, I'm working hardest for me, but everything I do is for my family. And
right on.
So when I get this degree, it's just not Eneily Pilar. It's really for the Rodriguez family. And I'm just trying to be great at what I do. And I feel like everyone has a life purpose. And for me I found my life purpose. My life purpose is to help people through music, through sports, and through fashion. And those are my 3 hobbies. And I can gladly say is for the remainder of my life, I'm going to do what I love. And that you can't beat that.
Kevin, that sounds like sports life talk, man. Hey.
To a T. I mean, maybe B. Jones, if we look better like her, we probably can do better too. All right, so go ahead.
We might need to get her to help us out here. I mean, might have us a new agent.
No doubt.
Hey, I already told you. You introduced me to your family, so I feel part of the family already. And if I elevate, you part of my small circle now. So
touch the hem of that garment, Kevin. That's all we got to do.
We winning together. It's a we, because everyone knows it takes a village, and y'all are part of my village now. So when we elevate, we all elevate. We're all blessed.
Yeah, I just want a 3-piece from Frenchie's because I heard it was pretty good. All right, so besides Instagram, where can people find you on social media?
Okay, so I'm actually on my handy dandy phone right now, but on Twitter, it's my childhood nickname, so don't make fun of me. But on Twitter, it's nbear_23. On Instagram, you have it down there right now. Mm-hmm. On Facebook, it's just my real name, Eneily Rodriguez. My YouTube channel, Eneily Rodriguez. And honestly, you can find all my company stuff in my own bio for my social media, the HTX Eneily 33. And yeah, that's how you can really contact me.
All right. So do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
All right. So there's a lot of people in my life that poured into me, right? But the people that really stood out to me the most are 3 individuals. My mom, that's my bread and butter. That's my bestie. We bump heads, but that's my best friend. My godfather, Champ Glory. That man there, like I said before, he was a true angel sent from God because he changed my life totality. I don't think I'll be where I'm at now without him, for sure. And the third main guy, and a lot of people, I see a lot of people don't really give love to AAU people. You really don't see it a lot. But this guy named Coach Trey, that man there, I'll probably go more in depth with him another episode or down the road or whatever. But bottom line, that man named Coach Trey, he never had me stressing for college schools. Something happened, I call him. Next thing I know, I got schools hitting me up. He's that dude. He's a founder and the owner of the Houston Dream Elite, and that's the AAU team I played for. And Coach Trey, bottom line, that man there is another blessing from God because he looked out for me big time.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story, and I want you to do the same. With that said, Nelly, who are you passing the ball to?
I'm passing a rock to the face of my company, Maya Crump.
There it is. Maya Crump, you are on the clock, and I'm gonna try this one last time without butchering it. KT, Eneily Rodriguez, you amazing, you're talented, you're a savage out there in the game. You're super, you got that acumen, that business smart, and Eneily Rodriguez, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation, boom, and it's another one. Yeah, we riding high on this one. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I'm gonna watch this episode again and again and just sit back and chill. But check this out. We do want to ask you one last time, come join the family, come be a part of this movement. We need your help. We got so many more stories to tell, and these people, they need that exposure, and only you are the key to breaking them through. So check this out. Go follow Houston, Texas Nelly, HTX Nelly 33. Go follow Sports Life Talk. Check us out on our IG, because right now we're giving away free t-shirts to anybody, so you can come look like the crew. You can get that whatever color you want combination. Just tag in 5 friends to this post. Let them know that you check this out, and slide in our DMs and let us know with your address and your size and all that good stuff. Also, me and Kev, we are maniacal about engagement. We want to be, we want to talk with you guys and hear your opinions. So leave us some comments, but also come hang out with us every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It's just another great way to come be a part of the Sports Life Talk movement. And it's not just about hoops and NFL. I mean, we talk about everything from Euphoria to Spider-Man to sneakers. I mean, it's a fun, crazy show with the other hosts, Gemini Jones and Miss Manhattan. So come check us out. It is a bomb time. Kevin, I see you got the hardware, man. What am I missing, brother? What am I leaving out? Oh yeah, they need to follow us. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit like.
Please follow us.
Follow these dudes.
Yeah,
make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. The red button is right below. Please hit that. And B. Jones, I think Nelly said it best. I am number 1. 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. So thank you, Nelly, for rocking with us. We've been trying to do this for a minute.
Yeah,
and we finally got you on, and hey, we're blessed. You got many blessings coming your way, and whatever you need from us, please let us know.
I appreciate it, seriously. And same from here. I know it took us a little bit to get here, but at the end of the day, it happened.
That's right.
And I'm excited, because even now, like I see, when I first saw your page, I'm gonna be real with you, I was like, oh, they got something on. They're onto something, because I tell people all the time, the only reason why people talk down on women basketball or women's sports or whatever, because we need men like them to help us put us on the map. That's how social media works.
It is. Well, before we get out, because they going to come follow you now. They're going to get a little bit of that TikTok. Hey, finish us off with a dance, Nelly, so we can get up out of here.
The renegade.
Yeah, there you go. Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another, because together we are better, and keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See, what's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.